Okay, Unit 6 Test Study Guide, question number 5. Before I start this, I want to remind you about the percent proportion. The percent proportion is that we'll put the percent over the 100 and the part over the whole, and I'll mention it as is part of whole. When you fill this in, first find the percent. Why? Because it's really easy to find. It's either going to say that it has the percent sign. It has the percent sign, so it'll say something like 28%, 16%, or so on. Or it's going to say what percent, in which case then it's going to be the unknown. Either way, you're going to put that in place of the percent sign. After you've found the percent, find the whole amount. Why? Again, because it's also very easy to find. It's always after the words percent of, specifically after the word of. So it's going to say something like the percent of 26, the percent of 32, or so on. Or it's going to say percent of what number, in which case it's the unknown. So again, look for the whole amount. It's after the word of. It would go in on the bottom of our percent proportion across from the 100. Okay, last thing, fill in the part, the top piece of our percent proportion. If you've already filled in the percent and the whole amount, well, if there's a number that's left, that is probably the part. If you put numbers in place of the percent and the whole amount, then the part is going to be your unknown. One of these three pieces is going to be missing. It's going to be the piece you're looking for. So now the applications of solving these. Question number 5. What number is 16% of 40? Again, it is percent over 100 is equal to the part over the whole. Look for the percent first. Again, easy to find. 16%. That goes in place of the percent sign. So it's 16 over 100. Look for the whole amount next. It's after the word of. Specifically, percent of 40. 40 is our whole amount. We filled in our two pieces. We must be looking for the part. That is the number that is missing. So now, to solve this proportion, cross multiply. You do 100 times x, which is 100x. Use 16 times 40, which is 64, followed by a 0. And now to solve you now have an equation. So to solve your equation, you're going to divide both sides by 100. On this side, you'll get your x. On this side, you are going to divide by 100. You can use your calculator, or you can say move the decimal point 2 places. You are going to get 6 4/10. And that is your answer. You could say 6 4/10 is 16% of 40. Okay? But your answer is 6 4/10. Number 6. What percent of 60 is 12? Again, percent over 100 is equal to the part over the whole. Look for the percent first. There it is. It says what percent? That's your unknown. So you're going to put an x over the 100. Look for the whole amount next. It comes after the word of. Percent of 60. 60 is our whole amount. And the only place we have to fill in is the part. The only number we have left is 12. We've already used our unknown. We're looking for the percent, so that's what we're wanting to find. 12 out of 60. What would that be out of 100? So cross multiply. You get 60 times x, which is 60x. 12 times 100, which is going to be a 12 followed by 2 zeros, 1,200. Divide by 60 to get the x by itself. Do the same over here. Divide by 60. You're going to get x equals, and I'm going to reduce and knock off a 0. I've got 120 divided by 6. That is going to be 20. And so, what percent of 60 is 12? Oh, big mistake. We're looking for the percent. We need a percent sign. It is 20%. Okay? Notice that. You're looking for the percent. You must put a percent sign on your answer. So 20% is the answer. Okay? And then number 7. 8 is 5% of what number? Again, percent over 100 is equal to the part over the whole. Look for the percent first. It's got the percent sign. 5 out of 100, 5%. Of what number? The part that comes after the of is what number? That's what we're looking for. That's the whole amount. In place of the whole, we will put the x. And then the number that is left is the 8. That is the part. So, again, you've got your proportion. Cross multiply. 5 times x is 5x. 8 times 100 is 800. Divide by 5. Divide by 5. You're going to get x equals, and 800 divided by 5. Yes, I will run to a calculator for it, just for the heck of it. 800 divided by 5 gives me 160. 160. That is my answer. Again, you could put it back into the sentence. 8 is 5% of 160. Okay? That is it.